Hello students, welcome to this tutorial of mathematics paper 1. So basically let's try to solve some of mathematics questions that came in paper 1. So let me zoom in this question. So the question reads, simplify 3 open bracket x plus 3 close bracket minus 2x open bracket x minus 1 close bracket. We want to simplify. So now, before we can simplify our work, we first need to work out with what has been given, with what has been provided. So with what has been provided, we have 3x plus 3 minus 2x x minus 1 close bracket. So first of all, we need to expand. How are we going to expand this? We multiply 3 throughout the bracket, and then we multiply 2 throughout the bracket. Mind you, this is negative 2. So we are going to have 3x plus 9, then negative 2x times x, that's negative 2x squared, and then negative 2x times negative 1, that's positive 2x. Okay, so where we have reached, all we need to do is collect the like terms. So we have 3x and 2x. Powers matter in simplifying. So basically, if we have 3x, it cannot go with the negative 2x squared because x is having an extra power on top. So it means it is going to be treated as an independent term. So now, if we are to correct these terms, we are going to start with the highest power, which is negative 2x, then followed by this positive 3x, then we are getting the 2x, then the constant 9 is going to be at the end. So if this negative 2x is squared. So if at all we reach this far, the only thing that we can simplify is here, because negative 2x squared cannot be added with 3x. There is power difference there. So we are going to have calculation of the kind which is negative 2x squared, then positive 3x plus 2x, that's positive 5x, and then plus 9. This is going to remain as the final answer in this regard. So simplifying is very much simple. Just be calm, follow the process, and then it's going to be this simple. So we are done with the first question. Let's try to go to the second question. The second question is saying evaluate 4 to the power half times 4. So if we are to evaluate this mathematics, we need first of all to apply the rule of indices. Okay, so in the rule of indices, for any given calculation that is involving of this form, we just write it in the form where b is going to be the square root and then 4, then we multiply it by what has been provided on top, which is a. So what does this supposed to mean? B is going to be our root, and then a is going to be the number that we are going to multiply everything in the bracket by it. So what am I trying to explain here? What I'm trying to explain here is this. Given any calculation of this sort, which is 4 to the root of 2, I mean root of half, then times 4, this is simple. This 2 is going to act as a root, then 4 then we are going to multiply everything by 1. This is how we basically do with the rules of indices. Then we are going to multiply by 4. So when you look at this root of 4, this is basically 2. And when you bring 1 on top times 4, then this is basically 2 to the power 1. This is basically 2 times 4. And then the answer becomes 8. So 8 is our final answer here, as far as we are concerned on this particular question. Okay, let's go with the last and final question, which is requiring us to factorize. So factorize completely 3a minus c minus 3ab plus bc. So we have 3a minus c minus 3ab plus bc. So how are we going to factorize this completely? We first of all need to find terms which are of common terms basically. So amongst all these terms, what term do you think is in association with 3a? So 3a is in association with the 3ab because these ones are common. Okay, they are having some common, they are having some similarities in them. Then this term c is common with the bc. So all we need to do now is to arrange these terms together. So we are going to have 3a minus 3ab, then minus c plus bc. Okay, plus bc. So if we reach here, we can then put these letters in bracket because they are common. So we are going to put them in brackets. Okay, we are going to put them in bracket. So what happens here? What happens here is that we want to find the common factors. 3a minus 3ab, we are definitely going to have 3a. So if we say 3a, then we definitely going to have 3a into 3a, that's 1. Then 3a into 3ab, that's b. We are remaining with b. Okay, and then here we have the common number that is here is negative c. Okay, that's founding in both c and bc. So negative c into c, that's positive 1. Okay, minus negative c, negative times positive, here we are going to have a negative. So c into bc, we are basically going to have b. So what have you observed? What you have observed is that we are having this which is the same. So we are just going to get 3a minus c, then we get 1 from the bracket, 1 minus b. Then this remains to be our final answer. This is it basically. It's very much simple. Very much simple. So in case of those who might need some who might want to register for online tuitions, you can actually contact me on 0973 651 922 to reach me out. All right, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would advise you to subscribe so that you don't miss the upcoming videos. Bye bye.